Local diner buzzed with life, a tapestry of laughter and chatter interwoven with the comforting aroma of coffee and sizzling bacon. For Lily Thompson, a shy 11-year-old, this lively scene felt both inviting and daunting. She sat hunched in a corner booth, each burst of laughter surrounding her a reminder of her loneliness, her heart marked by a sense of not belonging. With her soft brown hair falling across her face, Lily glanced around, her fingers nervously tracing patterns on the table's surface. The boisterous patrons made friendships seem effortless, while she felt like an outsider peering into a world filled with joy. Today, however, her attention was drawn to a woman across the diner, slumped over at the counter. Rhonda Morgan, tears streaming down her cheeks, stared blankly at a cup of untouched coffee. Lily's chest tightened. Here was a woman who visibly carried the weight of heartache, a loneliness that echoed her own. An instinct surged within Lily, prompting her to comfort the stranger. She thought, what if I could help? But doubt immediately crept in. Would Rhonda want a child's kindness? What if she rejected her? The bell above the diner door jingled as a group of rowdy teenagers burst in, filling the diner with raucous laughter. The cheerful energy felt like a stark contrast to Rhonda's desolation. Lily stood frozen, torn between her desire to reach out and the fear of rejection. Just breathe, she whispered to herself, recalling her mother's gentle advice about kindness being a quiet strength. With every ounce of courage she could muster, she took a step toward Rhonda, worried about what she might say, how she might sound. As she approached, their eyes met. The woman looked surprised, her expression a mixture of vulnerability and being caught off guard. There was a flicker of something in Rhonda's gaze, a longing for connection that mirrored Lily's own. Excuse me, Lily stammered, her voice faint but earnest. I saw you're upset. I just thought I could help. The words fell gently into the heavy air, creating an unexpected bond between them. Rhonda blinked, her sadness momentarily giving way to a hint of warmth. It's just been a rough day, she admitted, her voice quavering. Thank you for coming over. It means a lot. Lily's heart swelled with a mixture of relief and newfound hope. Maybe she could make a difference, however small. In this moment, their shared vulnerabilities connected them, two souls navigating their own storms, yet drawn together under the diner's buzzing lights. In this brief exchange, amidst the chaos, something shifted between them. They were no longer just a lonely girl and a distraught woman. They were two people reaching across a chasm of heartache, beginning to weave a story of compassion and healing. And as Lily took her seat across from Rhonda, the noise of the diner faded into the background, leaving only the promise of connection and the melodies yet to be composed in their journey together. As the days turned into weeks, the bond between Lily and Rhonda deepened, anchored in their unexpected connection that began in the diner. Each time they met, the weight of their shared vulnerabilities seemed to lighten, exchanging stories that became the fabric of a blossoming friendship. One sunny Saturday afternoon, they arranged to meet at the small park nearby, where the vibrant green grass swayed gently beneath fluffy clouds. The melodious chirping of birds added a layer of warmth to the air. Lily arrived first, nervous excitement fluttering in her stomach as she sat on a bench, clutching her guitar, a gift from her father. The instrument had been her solace, a way of escaping into a world where melodies stitched together her dreams. As she plucked the strings absent-mindedly, memories flooded back. Scenes of family gatherings filled her mind, her father's laughter blending with her mother's gentle singing, evenings spent at home where music mingled with stories. The scent of her mother's apple pie often lingered in the air, wrapping them in sweet warmth like a cozy blanket. I want to be a singer one day, she would often declare, her imagination swirling with images of bright lights and cheering crowds. But as school loomed closer, her dreams fizzled beneath the weight of insecurities. The teasing voices of classmates echoed in her mind, taunting her for her shyness, making her retreat into silence. In stark contrast, Rhonda didn't show up empty-handed either. She arrived carrying a picnic basket filled with sandwiches, fruit, and 2 slices of her favorite pie, an attempt to recreate her lost joy. As she approached, the sun cast a soft glow on her features, illuminating the remnants of her sorrow while subtly hinting at a blossoming resilience within. "Hey, Lily," she called, her voice warm, infused with a lightness that felt foreign yet comforting. "I thought we could have a little picnic today." Lily beamed, her trepidation dissolving in the spontaneous invite. "That sounds amazing. Did you make all this?" Of course, it's been a while since I cooked. Just a little something to share. Rhonda spread a checkered blanket on the grass and unpacked the basket with care, laying out the colorful array of food. As they settled down, laughter filled the air, breaking any remnants of silence that lingered. It was a slice of ordinary life, yet it held extraordinary significance for both. They picked at the food while exchanging small talk and gradual confessions, revealing layers of their lives much like peeling an onion. "Sometimes it's just hard to feel like I belong," Lily admitted, looking up at the bright blue sky. "I feel invisible at school, like I'm just a shadow." Rhonda nodded, her heart echoing Lily's sentiment. "I understand. There was a time when I felt the same way. I used to have dreams of my own, marriage, a family, a life filled with love and laughter." A moment of bittersweet reflection washed over her, but then everything changed. Life happened. "What do you mean?" Lily asked, curiosity piquing as Rhonda's vulnerability opened a window to her past. Rhonda sighed, her voice tinged with nostalgia. "I was once filled with dreams, too. My husband and I would sing together every evening, right in our living room. Music was our lifeline." Her eyes sparkled momentarily. "But after he left, I lost that part of me. It was like someone took the music away." Lily leaned in closer, feeling the weight of those unspoken words. "What happened?" she dared to ask, her childlike curiosity mingling with empathy. Rhonda paused, choosing her words carefully. "He just changed. The love we had fell apart. I became lonely, filled with sadness. I stopped singing, convinced that I had lost everything." Lily felt a pang of understanding. "But you're here now," she encouraged softly. "You can still find that love of music again." Rhonda's eyes lit up, igniting her spark of hope. "You're right, Lily. I've let fear dictate my life for too long." The sincerity of her belief in their newfound friendship surged through their picnic, intertwining their stories. In that sunlit park, with laughter dancing between them, it became clear that they were not defined by their past struggles, but rather by the strength they drew from connecting with one another. They exchanged stories of dreams that once were and aspirations yet to be fulfilled. Perhaps together they could find those melodies again. As the afternoon sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Rhonda sensed a change within herself. Inspired by Lily's courage and resilience, she felt an urge to reclaim her lost passion for music. "Maybe we could sing together?" she proposed hesitantly, though excitement shimmered beneath her words. Lily's eyes widened with delight, her heart racing at the thought. "Really? I'd love that." The simple idea warmed their spirits, rendering the idea of music and connection both vivid and attainable. Together they finished their picnic and shared more laughter, fueling the seeds of hope blooming in their hearts. It was the beginning of a new chapter. Two individuals who had once walked through the shadows of isolation were now stepping into the light, harmonizing their stories into a melody that was slowly coming back to life. With each moment spent together, the road ahead felt less daunting, promising not just friendship, but also a journey toward healing and self-discovery. As the sun dipped below the horizon, an unspoken truth emerged. Amidst their hardships, they discovered resilience in friendship, and in the chords of kindness, they began to find the rhythm of healing. With the promise to sing together lingering in the air, the following week unfolded like a patchwork quilt, filled with moments of joy, laughter, and the gentle flutter of excitement. Lily and Rhonda met regularly at the park, where their camaraderie blossomed amongst the vibrant canvas of green grass and blooming flowers. Each Saturday held the possibility of creating something beautiful, something that resonated with both their hearts. Lily often brought her guitar, fingers deftly strumming across the strings, filling the air with soft, tentative notes. Memories flooded her mind, of family gatherings, her father's laughter, and her mother's warm singing. The guitar felt like an extension of herself, a vessel carrying her hopes and fears. "What kind of songs do you like?" Rhonda asked one afternoon, curiosity alight in her eyes. "I love country music. It tells real stories," Lily responded eagerly. "My dad played Strait all the time. His songs make you feel things." Rhonda smiled, both touched and reminiscent. "My husband loved country music too. It always made our evenings warmer." "What's your favorite song?" Lily probed, eager to know more about Rhonda's experiences. "Runaway," Rhonda said softly, the title invoking memories that both warmed and stung. "It's about seeking solace and freedom. It reminded me of everything I've lost." Lily tilted her head thoughtfully. What do you think if we try writing a song together? Something about friendship and hope. Could we really? Rhonda's voice perked up, a flicker of hope igniting. I haven't felt that urge in so long. They settled into their familiar rhythm over the next few weeks. Would-be lyrics flowed between them, stories whispered and born from vulnerability. As they crafted lines and melodies, Rhonda felt an unfamiliar warmth chase away the shadows of fear. But one overcast Saturday, Rhonda's exterior shifted. She sat on the grass, hands bent over her knees, her gaze distant, a familiar weight pressing down. Are you all right? Lily asked, concern weaving through her voice. Rhonda sighed, the self-doubt bubbling back up. What if I can't do this? What if my voice isn't enough? Lily leaned closer, meeting Rhonda's troubled gaze. But we're learning together. Remember how we started? You said it was okay to feel sad, but it's also important to keep trying. Rhonda's heart thudded. You always lift me up, don't you? We're in this together, Lily exclaimed, her confidence unwavering. Let's just have fun with it, no pressure. Encouraged, Rhonda nodded, her spirits buoyed. They returned to their instruments, the first notes echoing softly around them, blending into an embrace of sound. The melody began to shift from hesitant to hopeful as they poured their hearts into the song, building a harmonious tapestry of words that echoed their journey. Together we're strong, together we face each day. As they sung, laughter bubbled up, igniting a renewed sense of purpose. The song became a space of healing, an identity beyond their hurts, and it filled them both with joy. When they finally finished, the weight of their creation hung in the air, a testament not only to their shared struggles, but also to their emerging friendship. Can you believe we actually did it? Rhonda asked, excitement coursing through her. I can. You're amazing, Lily responded, her smile brightening the already sunlit atmosphere. As the last notes lingered in the fading light, it became clear that they were further along their path of transformation than they realized. Together, they were crafting a melody not just for their own healing, but one that spoke of resilience and hope for others. In that moment, they understood, the journey of healing is not solitary. It coalesces around connection, shared stories, and the intimacy of music. With each moment together, they drew strength from one another, discovering that even amidst struggles, beauty can bloom in unexpected ways. And as they embraced the reality of their shared song, they felt, at long last, that they were learning not just to sing, but also to truly live. A beautiful harmony on the horizon waiting to be unveiled. Weeks turned into months, and the bond between Lily and Rhonda flourished like the blooming wildflowers in the heart of spring. Their weekend gatherings transformed into cherished rituals that filled the small park with the soothing sound of songs in progress. Together, they explored the depths of their creativity, weaving together melodies that spoke of hope, healing, and the quiet strength found in connection. Their song, which they affectionately dubbed Together We Rise, started to take shape, each verse reflecting the emotional landscape they traversed together. Rhonda felt a profound change within herself. The shadows of her past, while still a part of her story, no longer defined her. Music had become an outlet, a beacon guiding her toward rediscovery. One cloudy Saturday afternoon, Rhonda looked at Lily and smiled, her heart swelling with gratitude. I never thought I'd find joy in singing again. I don't know where I'd be without you. Lily's eyes sparkled. You'd be amazing even without me. You always had it in you. You just needed someone to remind you. The warmth in her voice wrapped around Rhonda like an embrace. Reluctantly, Rhonda gazed down, thoughts swirling. So what's next for us? This song is growing, but I still feel nervous about sharing it with anyone else. What if they don't understand? Lily reached over and squeezed Rhonda's hand. We could perform it, just at a little open mic night at the diner. It would be a great first step. The suggestion made Rhonda's heart race, fear and excitement mingling like a dance. An open mic? Oh, Lily, I don't know. Just think of all the people you could touch with this song, Lily urged, visionary sparkles lighting her eyes. You'll never know unless you try. The quiet cloud of fear loomed larger within Rhonda, but there was also something magical in the air, a sense of rebirth shivering along her skin. Okay, let's do it, she breathed, although her heart raced at the thought of exposing herself so publicly. Determined, they began practicing, meeting daily, fine-tuning their harmonies, and grounding their nerves with each rehearsal. As they harmonized, words became a mantra of courage, carrying the reassurance that they had something beautiful to share with the world. Then the day of the performance arrived. Rhonda dressed carefully that evening, the sunset painting the sky in brilliant oranges and pinks. She wore a simple sundress, comfortable yet vibrant, a reflection of her renewed spirit. Lily arrived at her door, bright and energetic, holding her guitar across her back. "You ready?" Lily asked, her nerves bubbling just beneath the surface. Rhonda took a deep breath, her heart thrumming wildly. "You know what? I think I am." As they approached the diner, the nostalgic scent of fried food and coffee wafted through the air. The little diner overflowed with laughter, buzzing conversations, and the shuffling of chairs. The warm glow from the hanging lights set a cozy scene, yet still Rhonda felt her heart race. Stepping inside, they saw several friends gathered, familiar faces smiling and encouraging. The owner, a kind woman named Marge, waved them over. "Ladies, excited to have you two. Thanks for believing in us," Rhonda replied, her voice barely above a whisper. "Just go out there and have fun. You've got this," Marge said, with a wink that felt oddly reassuring. As the performer before them wrapped up, Rhonda felt a knot of uncertainty tighten within her. The spotlight seemed to begin searching for them, illuminating the small stage with a gentle glow. Lily squeezed Rhonda's hand, silently urging her to step forward. With a deep breath, both girls took the stage, the energy of the room dancing around them like a living entity. The nervous chatter faded into profound silence as the spotlight focused on them. Rhonda could see smiles in the audience, friends, supportive faces, kindred spirits who believed in them. "Hi everyone, we're Lily and Rhonda, and today we want to share a song we wrote together," Lily said, her voice steady. Rhonda could almost feel her excitement radiating against her own fear. As the first notes resonated throughout the diner, the world melted away. The guitar sang, and with it, Rhonda found herself transported into a place of surrender. Every chord released the fears and doubts that had long lingered in her heart. "Together we're strong. Together we face each day, no matter the storm," they sang in unison, the harmony weaving through the air like a gentle breeze. Rhonda's voice, shaky at first, grew stronger with each passing verse. She glanced at Lily, whose unwavering smile anchored her. The audience was captivated, hanging on every note. By the end of the song, as their voices melded into a final harmony, something beautiful erupted, a burst of applause, cheers, and encouragement that filled the diner with warmth. Rhonda's heart raced. A tear escaped her eye, not out of sadness, but pure, unadulterated joy. The weight of fear deflated like a balloon, leaving behind only the exhilaration of discovery. "We did it!" Lily exclaimed, beaming with pride. They both took a bow, a moment of shared triumph knitted in their hearts. After stepping off stage, the embrace of their friends enveloped them, each one extending congratulations, lifting them higher. "You were incredible," Marge exclaimed, wiping her tears of happiness. Rhonda felt as if she were finally reclaiming a part of herself, a forgotten piece, reawakening beneath the tender embrace of music and community. The song had been a bridge, leading her back to the vibrant world around her, a beautiful reminder that healing could come through creativity, connection, and courage. As the evening unfolded in a blur of celebration, Rhonda realized that this moment was not just about the song. It was about rebirth, an awakening to life, music, and the power of shared stories. And amidst all the laughter, she could feel something powerful and radiant blooming within her, as if the chords of her life were finally being played in harmony, promising that she would never again have to face the melodies of her heart alone. The weeks following their performance at the diner were a whirlwind of joy and excitement for Rhonda and Lily. News of their heartfelt song spread through the small town like wildfire, igniting sparks of inspiration in others. Their connections deepened not only with each other, but with the community, as people resonated with their message of resilience and hope. Motivated by their success, Rhonda found herself diving headfirst into the world of music. Each day, she set aside time to practice, polishing her skills on her guitar and her voice. Inspired by the stories from her life, she began to write new lyrics. A growing excitement bubbled within her, a feeling she hadn't experienced in years. One Saturday morning, as they leaned against the porch railing, batteries recharged after a long week, Lily looked over at Rhonda. "You know, We should really think about recording our song. There are so many people who'd love to hear it. Rhonda's heart raced at the thought, a mix of exhilaration and fear mingling within. Record it, like in a studio. Why not? Lily replied, her eyes shimmering with enthusiasm. There's a small studio not too far from here, and I've heard great things about it. We could just ask about the process. Rhonda considered it, the notions swirling around in her mind like autumn leaves caught in the breeze. But what if it's terrible? I mean, what if we can't recreate the magic we had at the diner? Lily turned toward her, sincerity etched in her features. It's about capturing where we are now, Rhonda. You've grown so much, and this moment is just as real. Let's embrace it together. The thought of sharing their music further ignited a newfound courage in Rhonda. Okay, let's do it, she exclaimed, caught up in Lily's excitement. In the following days, they visited the recording studio, a cozy space filled with instruments and creative energy. Art hung on the walls reflecting the work that had been birthed within its confines. An engineer named Jake welcomed them, his friendly demeanor instantly easing their jitters. This place is amazing, isn't it? Rhonda whispered to Lily as they stepped in. Lily nodded, her eyes wide with wonder. It feels alive. Just think of all the stories that have been recorded here. Jake walked them through the process of recording, explaining each step. The environment felt intimate, filled with potential. Rhonda's heart raced. Anticipation laced with nerves coursed through her veins. As they set up, she couldn't help but remember all the fear she had once felt and how far she had come. "Ready when you are," Jake called, gesturing for them to step up to the microphones. Taking a deep breath, Rhonda shared a nervous glance with Lily. They both smiled, then settled into their spots, the familiar weight of the guitar finally comforting in her hands. As they began strumming the chords once more, their voices intertwined, weaving magic just like their first performance. With the sound of the guitar as their guide, the studio became their oasis. Each note faded anxiety and enhanced their bond further. They poured their souls into the recording, letting the melody guide their memories and embrace each other's energy. When the first take ended, they looked at each other, adrenaline coursing through their veins. "Can you believe we just did that?" Lily shouted, her delight echoing against the walls. Rhonda's laughter bubbled up, the tension melting away. It felt incredible. Time slipped by as they recorded. Each take brought greater depth and emotion to their harmonies, every mistake fostering laughter and understanding. Jake offered support, encouraging them through each adjustment, helping them find their rhythm in a way that felt natural and true. Finally, after several hours and countless rounds of laughter and a few forgotten lyrics, they knew they had captured something special. The last notes lingered in the air, filled with the promise of growth and the power of their shared journey. "All right, ladies, that was fantastic. I think we have an amazing track," Jake said, beaming with pride. Rhonda felt elated, yet vulnerable as they stepped out of the studio into the crisp air. "We really did it," she exclaimed, spinning around and gazing at Lily, the excitement radiating between them. "This is just the beginning." "Yes, just think of all the possibilities ahead," Lily replied, catching her contagious energy. Encouraged by their progress, Rhonda began to envision the path forward. They shared their recorded song with their friends, who rallied around them, uplifted by the message of togetherness. Word began to spread through the town, and people wanted to hear the song that had brought Rhonda back to life. They lined up some small gigs at local events and community performances, eager to continue sharing their message of hope. Rhonda reveled in how easy it was to perform now. It was as though a weight had been lifted, replaced by a buoyancy that resonated with every strum of her guitar. However, amidst the excitement, Rhonda also found herself facing moments of doubt. The fear of failure loomed once more, whispering trepidations into her mind. What if they didn't resonate with an audience? What if they lost the magic of their initial performance? One evening, sitting on her porch with a cup of tea, she found herself lost in thought. Lily's laughter drifted through the air from a nearby rehearsal. As the sun began to set, the familiar unease surfaced again. Taking a deep breath, she decided to reach out to Lily, who had been her anchor through it all. "Can I come over?" she texted. Within moments, Lily replied, "Of course, I'll be here." When Rhonda arrived, she found Lily strumming the guitar, that same inviting smile lighting up her face. Rhonda sat beside her, feeling comforted by the warmth of their friendship. "What's on your mind?" Lily asked, her gentle eyes attentive. "I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, to be honest." There's so much pressure. What if we crash and burn? I don't want to go back to feeling lost, Rhonda confided, her voice trembling slightly. Lily paused, absorbing the weight of her words. It's okay to feel scared. Remember, we didn't come this far to stop now. The fear doesn't make you weak. It's just part of the journey. Rhonda nodded, taking in Lily's wise perspective. You're right. I need to embrace it. We're already creating something beautiful together. Exactly. And whether we fly or fall, we'll do it side by side. That's what makes this journey special, Lily replied, her warmth suffusing the moment. In that exchange, Rhonda realized something important. Her journey was not about perfection. It was about transparency and connection. It was vulnerable, yet empowered, and it allowed them to open their hearts fully. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Rhonda felt her heart swell once again. She was ready to step into the unknown, embracing whatever came next. With a renewed spirit of resilience, she strummed her guitar alongside Lily, ready to face the road ahead, her fears becoming whispers of encouragement rather than hindrances. After all, with music in their hearts, they were no longer alone. Together, they would create a symphony of voices, sharing their stories, celebrating their discoveries, and illuminating the path forward with the brightness of hope and shared dreams. The next few weeks unfolded with a sense of purpose and determination that fueled Rhonda and Lily's journey. The small town was beginning to embrace the essence of their music. They performed at various local events, a farmer's market here, a summer festival there, each experience reinforcing their sense of community and belonging. The warmth of friendship wrapped around Rhonda like a comforting shawl, pushing her fears further away. One evening, as they practiced their set list at Lily's house, Rhonda felt a surge of inspiration. The sun's golden rays streamed through the window, illuminating their little rehearsal space. "What if we took our music to a bigger audience?" she asked, the thought startling even her. Lily looked intrigued. "What do you mean?" Rhonda paused, her heart racing with the potential of the idea. "There's a regional music festival coming up. People from all over the state will be there. We could apply to perform." "Are you serious?" Lily's eyes widened, a mix of excitement and disbelief. "That sounds amazing, but do you think we're ready?" Rhonda smiled, a flicker of determination igniting within her. "We've grown so much already. This could be a chance to not only share our song, but also connect with even more people who might need to hear it." Lily considered it for a moment, her inner spirit battling her cautious nature. "You're right. It's about our message, togetherness and hope. If we can inspire even one person, it will be worth it." Emboldened by their newfound ambitions, they spent the next week pouring their hearts and souls into their application. They crafted a heartfelt letter detailing their journey, the lessons learned along the way, and their dedication to uplifting others through music. Together, they recorded a demo of "Together We Rise," each note echoing their authentic stories, the music blossoming more than ever. When they submitted their application, a bittersweet mix of hope and anxiety enveloped Rhonda. She turned to Lily. "What if they say no?" "They won't." Lily's confidence surged as she squeezed Rhonda's shoulder. "If they do, we'll just find another way to share our music. What matters is we took the chance." Days turned into weeks, their nerves brewing as they awaited the response. During that time, they continued to perform locally, each gig becoming a stepping stone on their journey. The applause felt like a gentle reassurance, a confirmation that they were on the right path. Finally, the day of the notification arrived, the specter of anticipation hanging heavily in the air. Rhonda could hardly concentrate. She paced her living room, rehearsing the acceptance speech she would never get to give. Lily called in the afternoon, her voice bubbling with joy. "Rhonda, check your email." Heart pounding, Rhonda rushed to her computer, her breath catching in her throat. She clicked on the message, her eyes scanning the words slowly. Then it registered. They had been accepted. The exhilaration surged through her and she could hardly contain it. "We did it! We really did it!" Rhonda cried, her voice trembling. "We're going to the festival." Lily's excited laughter echoed across the line, harmonizing perfectly with Rhonda's joy. As the days flew by, they prepared for the festival with fervor. Rhonda spent long nights practicing and perfecting their set list, her guitar strings becoming an extension of herself. Each rehearsal felt like an exploration, not only of music, but of the bravery they had cultivated together. Finally, the day arrived. The sun shone brightly, the excitement electrifying the air around the festival grounds. Rhonda and Lily parked their car and stepped out to the bustling sounds of laughter, music, and friendly shouts. Brightly colored tents lined the pathways, leading to the main stage. Nostalgia hung heavy in the atmosphere, pulling Rhonda to memories of her childhood gatherings, filled with laughter and music shared among friends. She felt a surge of hope as she and Lily made their way towards the stage area, ready for the potential magic ahead. Their turn to perform was approaching fast. As they waited in the wings, Rhonda's hands fidgeted nervously upon her guitar. "What if I blank out? What if I forget the lyrics?" "Hey," Lily said, her voice assuring. "Remember why we're doing this. We're here to connect, to share, and to inspire. Just focus on your passion." Drawing a deep breath, Rhonda absorbed the energy surrounding her, the smiles of the audience, the other performers, and the gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze. She focused on the rhythm of her heart, sending out strength to replace her doubts. When they took the stage, Rhonda glanced out at the crowd, feeling both exposed and exhilarated. She could see familiar faces, including friends who had supported them throughout their journey. The invitation to share their hearts assembled into a powerful sense of empowerment. As the first chords rang out under the sunlit sky, she and Lily dove into their performance, pouring everything into the song. "Together we're strong. Together we face each day." Their voices soared, free and unencumbered by the shadows that once held them back. The crowd swayed, lost within the music, and Rhonda felt her spirit lift with every note. The energy pulsated like a living entity, and she began to lose herself in the moment. Every hesitation, every insecurity melted away into the warm embrace of the melody. As they sang the final chord, a resounding applause erupted across the festival grounds, sending ripples of exhilaration coursing through Rhonda's veins. She looked over to Lily, their smiles radiant, brimming with unshakable joy. This was more than a performance. It was a celebration of their journey, a testament to their resilience, vulnerability, and the power of friendship. They had taken the leap, faced their fears, and connected with a larger community, woven together in a tapestry of healing and hope. The moment lingered, suspended in time, filling space with possibilities that unfolded before them. With the knowledge that their song resonated deeply, Rhonda felt an insatiable thirst for more, an ever-expanding horizon beckoning them to explore new stories and experiences. As they left the stage that day, with hearts full of hope, Rhonda and Lily knew that they were not finished. They were only just beginning. Together they would embrace this newfound adventure, bound by music, friendship, and the unwavering belief in the power of their voices. The road ahead was bright, and they were ready to walk it together hand in hand, one song at a time. In the weeks that followed their exhilarating performance at the festival, Rhonda and Lily found that their lives were undergoing profound transformations. The success of their song, "Together We Rise," spread like wildfire beyond their small town, capturing the attention of local radio stations, social media influencers, and even a few music blogs. What had begun as a whimsical dream had turned into a sensational reality. The thrill of their creativity fueled every new opportunity they encountered. One sunny afternoon, while setting up for a charity event in the local park, Rhonda noticed a young girl watching them from a distance. The girl's eyes sparkled with awe, a look that was both shy and undoubtedly enchanted. Rhonda felt a flicker of nostalgia, a reminder of how she once felt, filled with hope, yet cloaked in self-doubt. "Lily?" Rhonda whispered, pointing toward the girl. "Look over there." Lily turned and smiled. "She's mesmerized, isn't she?" Rhonda felt a pull in her heart to connect. "Let's invite her to join us." As they approached, Rhonda knelt down to meet the girl's gaze. "Hi, what's your name?" "I'm Mia," the girl said, her cheeks flushed. Mia's eyes widened in disbelief. "Really? I don't know if I can." Rhonda leaned closer, her tone encouraging. "You can. It's all about having fun. We'll be right there with you." After a moment of uncertainty, Mia's excited smile broke through. "Okay, I'd love to." As the event began, Mia stood at the edge of the stage, clutching her nerves tightly. Rhonda felt that familiar electric anticipation course through her as she and Lily introduced Mia to the crowd. The audience's cheers were infectious, boosting Mia's confidence. Together, they began to sing, their harmonies weaving a tapestry rich with joy and camaraderie. As they finished, raucous applause erupted, enveloping Mia in a wave of joy. "Thank you, that was amazing," she squealed, practically bouncing with excitement. Rhonda crouched to Mia's level, her heart overflowing. "You were wonderful out there. Keep singing." In that instant, Rhonda realized the deeper significance of their journey. They were not only sharing their music, they were empowering others to find their own voices. It dawned on her that the legacy they were creating was grounded in uplifting those around them, fostering a spirit of confidence and vulnerability in a world that needed it. Inspiringly charged by their experiences, Rhonda and Lily branched out further into their community, holding music workshops in local schools and supporting youth programs aimed at unearthing hidden talents. They emphasized the healing power of music, inviting others to join their movement. The gigs became more than performances. They turned into platforms for connection, creativity, and camaraderie. One special night, under a canopy of stars, they held a gathering to celebrate their journey. Surrounded by friends and supporters, Rhonda felt gratitude flood through her. "Can you believe how far we've come, Lily?" she marveled, taking in the smiling faces surrounding them. Lily nodded, her expression reflecting admiration and pride. "And this is just the beginning. Look at what we've built together. Let's reach even further," Rhonda suggested, her voice brimming with conviction. "With our platform, we can help others find their voices too." "Absolutely. Music was meant to unite us," Lily replied, a spark igniting as the night air buzzed with potential. As their laughter and music filled the night, Rhonda felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their journey extended beyond personal aspirations. It widened to create a sanctuary where every voice mattered, a space where stories intertwined with melody, where friendships blossomed, and where courage took center stage. Together, Rhonda and Lily orchestrated a legacy that transcended ordinary boundaries, filled with themes of love, hope, and resilience. Each performance resonated not only with their experiences, but transformed into an anthem of empowerment for others, helping them rise to express their truths. With every note they played, Rhonda grasped that the road ahead was indeed bright and vast. Together, they were poised to nurture a community woven with strands of encouragement, protecting the flame of inspiration. As they stepped further into this exhilarating adventure, hand in hand, they embraced every moment yet to come, knowing they had the power to create a lasting impact through their music, a melody that would reverberate for generations to follow.